growing up in a kind of upper middle class suburb in the States, I think my greatest fear was that I would stay in that situation forever. That it felt like everything, nothing was new. And I wanted to go to a place where I would be an amateur forever, right? Where everything would be, something would surprise me every day, or there were many things I didn't know and had to learn. And I think this might be due to my personality uh, more than just a choice of nationalities. But I like being in a place where I have to kind of figure things out. And I think Taiwan was also going through the same stage, right, where it was trying to uh, trying to fix its own identity, trying to separate itself from a past that was painful in many ways, and figure out what to do in the future. And I think Taiwan is still in that process, and I really appreciate that energy.
Is there anything in particular in Taiwan that keeps you here?
A lot of foreigners will tell you that we stay because the healthcare is good, and we stay because it's basically safe. And I think to extend on that, to expand on that, we live in a place in Taiwan where the leaders don't argue about basic human needs. Nobody argues that universal health care is important. Nobody argues that they should have guns, that people should have guns, run around and defend themselves. And nobody argues that education should be as inexpensive and widely available as possible, right? Whereas in America, you have arguments about all of those very, very basic human needs. Do people need healthcare? Should they have guns? Should only the elites be eligible for higher education? In Taiwan, that's not a problem. And so I really appreciate living in a place that kind of recognizes the sensible approach to keeping people alive and keeping them educated.
And I understand you actually naturalized to become a Taiwanese citizen.
It started off as a very practical problem. At my university, at National Taiwan Normal University, when we had conversations about retirement, it turned out that the retirement pension, the monthly pension that local professors could get, wasn't available for foreigners. So we had some kind of not protest, but we were very actively trying to change the Ministry of Education's mind about allowing foreigners to enjoy the same retirement benefits, the pension benefits that local people did. But then, kind of out of the blue, the government took a completely different tack, which was to change the opportunity for dual citizenship, which removes all of our problems. We don't have to worry about whether we're getting the same kind of benefits because it's possible to become a citizen.
Has life changed since you become a citizen?
Oh, absolutely. I've always been very proud of voting in the States. My state, Oregon, makes it easy to vote online, to vote by email. So I can participate in the American electoral system pretty easily, but nothing, absolutely nothing made me prouder than to be able to vote in Taiwan. And I voted in at least one presidential election, a lot of smaller elections. And I just feel so, like I said, to be part of a country that takes human needs and human rights seriously, probably more seriously than in America. I just felt really proud to be part of that kind of evolving national identity. And I think that if Taiwan opens immigration further to the many people who are serious about contributing to Taiwan, it can only do good things for Taiwan to break the link between citizenship and race or ethnic group, and to allow more of a kind of a multicultural participatory democracy can only be good for Taiwan. And Taiwan loses nothing by having these people participate more fully.
What advice do you have for Americans who are considering Taiwan as a future home, or even just to come here to study or work?
Wages could be a problem, especially in comparison to other richer countries. But the trade-off is that you get The healthcare system is much more reliable and obviously much cheaper. Higher education is cheaper. There are a lot of kind of other benefits to quality of life in Taiwan that you wouldn't never expect in America, never expect. I know going back to the States, the first thing I'm worried about, many of my friends are worried about, is how to even insure yourself, get health insurance or accident or catastrophic insurance for just like a 3-week visit or something. In Taiwan, there's never that kind of concern or worry that you're all on your own and that you could have a terrible illness and it will bankrupt you. So I think the trade-offs in Taiwan: quality of life, highly educated population, friendly, kind people, honest people, people with no guns. There are just so many reasons to recommend Taiwan, and especially as it's in the spotlight now with its its problems with its big neighbor. It just makes you, I think, a little bit more nervous, but definitely more very, very proud of what Taiwan has been doing.